this is Cinema.
And this is Johannes.
And you're watching Board Gaming Ramblings.
And today we are going very far back in the past. Today we are going back to 2017.
All the way to 2017.
It's not that far in the past, but it's like at the beginning of our channel. And actually today we are revisiting the first ever top list we ever did on the channel.
Yeah.
And that's not enough. We're revisiting the first video we ever did together.
Yes, and we have been evolving ourselves since then, both in taste of games, which makes this fun to revisit, and also the way we make our videos.
Yeah, because I had to do something to make this video that you're seeing right now that I hoped I would never have to do, which is watch the video that we did in the top 10 games of 2017. If you did see that video and you've been following us for 7 years, now you're going to be happy that this time you might actually hear Sunniva speak.
Yes.
Because in the beginning, you didn't speak a lot.
I was very timid and I was not used to speaking English at all. And also to speak on the internet was, that's the first time I've done that too.
And also, I was used to doing the videos alone, so I was very eager to speak the whole video.
Yeah, but I also didn't know how to explain games but I was like, let's not talk about it because then people might go and watch it.
And if you do, you will see that you're happy that we are now here.
I hope so.
Both in video quality, in audio quality, and in quality.
All the things.
Like in quality.
Yeah.
Because now, it's a lot more fun to do the videos now as well.
Oh yeah, of course.
But we are going to dive into the top 10 list. You haven't checked the list? So
no,
you don't
haven't.
know what was the top 10?
I am very bad at remembering because
remember the game.
You said you shouldn't check out which games were released in 2017. I was just like, but now I don't know what games were even released that year. So I've written down some games that I think maybe were released in 2017.
Yes.
And I kind of like them.
Do you want to go through them now, or do you want to see afterwards how many you guessed, or what is the best way to do it?
I don't know. What do you think?
Let's do it afterwards. We're going to go through the list, and then afterwards you can see I had 3 of those, or 2 of them, or 4 of them,
cool.
stuff like that.
So I don't have these wild guesses.
Yes.
I have a lot of wild guesses here.
I'm going to start by just briefly, because I started recording the stats in BGSAT 2016, which means that we have all the stats from all the years we've been doing the channel. So 2017 was a pretty good year. I'm doing this this way so you don't see it at an angle. If I can open it with my face. I open it with my face. We played, and this was one of the better years we have had. We played 736 plays of games in 2017.
That's a lot.
We played 258 different games, which is a lot, but not as much as we do now. But we played 203 new games. So we only played 55 games that we had played before that year. So what I'm going to do is that we're going to go through the video in the order that we spoke about the game, because what we did back then was that we did know each other's lists.
Yeah.
And then when we got to a point, for example, the best part of that video is number 7. When I say my number 7 is higher on your list, so we're not going to speak about it. And then you said...
my number 7 is higher on your list.
This is why we script videos, so that you will always be prepared when I throw something at you and you just have to say the thing. So we're going to start at the bottom of the list. My number 10 was higher on your list. Now we're going to go to your number 10.
Okay, we're doing the same way.
Yeah, because then I'm going to go through it in the same order at the end of the videos.
Yeah.
So if you, for some bizarre reason, want to see them side by side and see what are they saying about this, what are they saying about this, you can do that.
Okay.
So number 10 for you was Vendoke.
Oh, Vendoke.
Do you remember the game?
Yes, I remember the 3x3 grid.
Yeah.
And the way you choose actions there. And I remember the theme, but other than that, I don't remember anything. I remember, I thought it was fun. Yeah. Did we play it for Keep or Kill and then call it?
I don't remember if we called it before.
I think we maybe called it before. But it stayed in a collection for some years.
Yeah.
And I enjoyed it. It just, we have too many games so that... Yeah.
There is some conflict in it. It was kind of fun to see in the video because I was saying, and there's some conflict in the game, and I didn't think you would like this because of the conflict. And then you said something like,
last time we played, I was actually hoping that you will attack me because then I would go up on one of those scoring tracks.
So my number 9 was higher on your list. Your number 9 was a game called Nusfjord.
Oh, I have this on my list.
Yay!
Woohoo!
So what do you think about Nusfjord now?
It's Nusfjord.
Nusfjord.
It's a game about a Norwegian place, so I pronounce it in Norwegian.
Yeah, it is about Nusfjord. This is a place in Lofoten in Norway. It's a fishing village, so this game is basically about fish. We don't have like a plan with this video. It's just more like it's fun to revisit it and see what do we still have. It's basically like a where are they now video basically.
Yes.
Are they still in collection? Do we still like them and stuff like that?
It's still in a collection,
Yeah.
and we still like it.
I like it a
think
lot.
it's not my favorite Uwe Rosenberg game, but I think it's really it's a cool game. And I was very unsure about this, but I'm glad I put it on the list. I've got 1 point now.
So you were unsure if you had it on your trend, like if your past self had it on the list.
Yeah, but because I think I don't know whatever other games came out in 2017.
Yeah.
But I think like it would maybe almost sneak itself into if I would make this list again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the most like fun fact about Nusfjord, which I remember because I did an interview with Uwe Rosenberg. I don't think it survived, so I don't think it's anywhere online anymore. But it's a fun fact that when I asked him, why did you make a game about Norway? And then he said like he was supposed to make a game about banking, but it was too boring of a theme, so he changed it to Norway, which is a more fun theme, I guess. Norway is the best theme of them all. My number 8 was Kalimala. Kalimala, we just played the new version of it. We only got to play that with 2 players, I think, and Kalimala is a better game with more people. But I enjoy it quite a bit now. I think I remember I like it a lot, and then I remember not liking it too much with 5 people because it was a bit too chaotic what you actually got to do between different scorings. But it was a game that I still appreciate today, and also it was the first time we played a game by Fabio Piano, which is now one of our favorite designers. So that's kind of fun as well. And I'm looking forward to have the new version with the expansion, which I really enjoyed. It looks like this basic Euro game, which should really draw me in because
it should.
It's like it's looking so dry. I'm gonna be like, oh, I want that game. It's dryness. It's pure awesome dryness.
I really like Kalimala as well. I don't think it was on my list,
It was not.
but I really enjoy it now.
Yeah. Your number 8 was my number 9, which was Gaia Project.
Yes, I have guessed it. Hoo-hoo.
It's surprising to me that you had it higher than me.
I think because at the time I liked it more than I liked Terra Mystica. That switched for me, and now it's switched back, or like switched again, or
So many switches,
So
twists
it
and
has,
turns.
It has gone ups and downs, but I really liked it when it came out because it felt like a really fresh version of Terra Mystica that I like with some new, with all the tracks and the innovation in that part. So I really enjoyed it now, and I tried to call it. I still think it's an amazing
Never gonna
game,
happen.
but we have now Age of Innovation, and I think they're very similar.
I don't think they are very similar.
I think
they are very.
so.
But you want to have Bros and Bros,
Yes,
which are way more similar
I
than
agree.
the 2 other
Don't question
games.
my logic, please.
The most surprising thing for me here, when I look at the rest of the list, spoiler alert, is like if I were to do this year, I think it would have been higher than what it
Gaia
was.
Project?
Yes, I think it would have been higher when I look at the rest of the list.
Okay.
So my number 7 was higher on your list.
Yeah,
Your number 7,
it's higher on your list.
that is true. So basically now number 7 is the most exciting part of this video.
Yeah.
Everyone's gonna be like, oh, I loved watching number 7. That was the best thing about the whole video. My number 6 was Pulsar 2849. I love this game. It's so much fun. It's fun. That makes me happy. It was not on your list. The reason, like in the video, because you had only played it one time, so you
Yes.
didn't like feel. But do you think it would have been on the list if you played it multiple times?
Yes, I think so. It would have been on the list if I made the list again
Yeah,
now.
like the best for
Yeah,
2017.
of course.
Pulsar 2849, if you don't know, is from Vladimir Suhi. Really nice dice drafting game.
Yes.
I really like it. It was, I think, the first game we played by Vladimir Suhi.
I think you're right.
And this was like in the year where we started to think about who the designers was.
Yeah.
Like when we played Castle Bergen the first time, I was like, oh, we need to get more games by Stefan Feld. We didn't think that. But now we do. Like now we forget like, oh, Vladimir Suhi, we're going to get that.
But I think like Stefan Feld was, I think, the first designer that we started to think in that way.
That might be true,
Yeah.
absolutely. So your number 6 was also higher on your list than it was on my list because it was my number 7
Yeah.
And it might be one that you wouldn't have had there today.
Okay.
It's Heaven and Ale.
I have guessed it.
Yes?
But I guessed it just because I had tried to remember stuff from 2017. So I was very unsure if I had it on my top 10 because
Yeah.
it would not have been on the list today if I made it again. Because it's a really good game, but
Yeah.
I don't enjoy myself playing the game. It's too hard for me. It's too punishing. But it's a really good game.
And the thing, like, in the video as well, is like, you were like, I haven't gotten really good at it yet, but I'm looking forward to understand it better, something
Yes.
like that.
Hasn't happened.
No. So that was your number 6.
Cool.
My number 5 was your number 7, and it was Riverboat.
Yeah, I have this on my list.
Mm-hmm.
I knew that Michael Kiesling was designing a lot of good games in 2017,
Yes.
so that would absolutely be on my list. It's a game that we still have and still love
Yes.
and still play.
Because board games are about being happy. Remember it? Riverboat is a happy game.
Okay.
Yeah, I just played it like recently, and we spoke about it a few weeks back on the top 100 as well. A really, really fun game. Highly recommended. I don't know how
Yes.
easy it is to get, but it's like a perfect Euro game, midweight Euro game. Just enough there to make it puzzly enough, but not very heavy and easy to get into. Your number 5 is higher on my list. My number 4 is higher on your list. This is going to be a short list. We're actually going to not talk about any games. Like, number 1 is higher on your list, and then we're just going to end the video and just talk about no games. Your number 4 was my number 10. And this is the biggest shock of the list for me.
My number 4.
Yes.
Okay.
This was your number 4 of the year. And this was the one where I was like, really? And it is Charterstone.
Oh yeah, but I really liked it.
Yeah.
And I was some bummed out when we stopped playing it.
We played it 4 times. Like, I
Yes.
think there's 12 games. We played 4 of the 12 games.
And that was, I hadn't played many like of these evolving games when we played Charterstone. So that
Nope.
was really uncharted territory for me.
Charterstone
And it's-
territory.
Yeah, and some of the fun also was the group that we played with because we had so much fun and we were a big group. I think we were 5
Yes,
people.
that's true, yeah.
So I absolutely understand it being my number 4.
Yeah.
I was about to say I wouldn't have it as my number 4 today, but we can't. Well, the
Can't
group
go
is
back.
dissolved, so we can't go back and play it more.
That's true. My number 3 was your number 5. And it is Clans of Caledonia.
Oh yes. What did I put this under? No.
No, sad
because I
face.
was thinking about it in the last second and I didn't put it.
Clans of Caledonia, which might make more sense that Gaia Project is lower, because for me, Clans of Caledonia is going to be like my favorite. I love it so much. I think it is a fantastic game. I played it 15 times, I think, which is a lot for me for these kind of games. I just love everything about it. It's not super heavy. It's a medium plus game. Also one of the best sized boxes of the year because it has room for everything in it, but not room for 20 more games. But the market and the contracts and the chaining of getting the actions just make this game super solid. I'm so happy. We've had it for 7 years and I always will be happy to play it. That in my body is just like fun. And this game is fun. It's a lot of fun. And what space was it on your again?
5.
5. So you're pretty right. It is a very, very good game. It's so much fun. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a really good game.
Yes.
Absolutely, it would absolutely make my list if I would make it again. And it's one of the games that I think always will be in our collection.
Your number 3 was my number 4. And that's going to be Altiplano.
Yes, I've written this on my list. I was
Yay!
very unsure if it came out that year, but I was just like, that makes like some logical sense that it has been in our collection for that long time.
Do we have it?
Yeah, we still have it.
We do?
Yeah, it almost got culled.
Did you want to call it or me?
I think we were both very on the fence
Oh,
because
wow.
I was thinking before we played it for Keep or Kill,
Yeah.
we're gonna call it.
Yeah.
I was 100% sure. And then I really liked it
Yeah.
and we kept it.
I was 100% sure we didn't have it anymore.
Yes, it's over there.
Okay.
But I
Wow.
had we played? Yes, we had played Orléans
Yeah, before. Yeah.
before that,
Yeah,
but I
absolutely.
remember that I liked Altiplano so much better when we first got it. I still like Altiplano,
Yeah.
but that would absolutely fall on
Yeah.
the list.
Yeah.
Maybe it would be in my top 10 from that year, but not in the top, the very, very top.
Very top, no.
Yes.
And it has the best piece in a game this year, I think.
the alpaca.
The Alpaca starting player marker, I think, will win the prize. Board Gaming Ramblings prize for best component in a game 2017 goes to Alpaca. So my number 2 was your number 2.
It's a perfect crossover.
Do you know what it is?
Is it Lisboa?
It is Lisboa.
But I haven't gotten it on my list.
Didn't you write it down?
No, but when it was a perfect crossover at number 2, I was just like, okay, it has to be.
It was
but
Lisboa.
I haven't gotten it on my list. I thought we got that the year after.
Which is still one of our favorite games of all time. Not going to spoil
Yes.
exactly where. If you didn't see the top 10 yet, go and watch that from a month or so ago. I don't know exactly because time on the internet is different flowing than in real life.
And it looks really good as well.
It is. Some people have said it's too blue, but it can't be too blue.
blue though.
I know Tool makes some amazing game art, and I think Lisboa is the winner of the Board Gaming Ramblings Artwork of the Year! I'm just coming up with these awards right now, but it's awesome. Awards are great. So, Lisboa is gonna be Euro Game of the Year, Vitala Serta Game of the Year, and also Designo Artwork of the Year, and Blue Game of the Year. So, a lot of awards going out for Lisboa, an amazing game which I love to bits.
Yeah, me too. And it's about like reconstructing the
It
town
is. It's
of
about.
Lisboa.
This is happening after Lisboa was hit by an earthquake, a tsunami, and a volcano.
Yeah.
Which happened in real life. It's absurd. That's like the craziest thing ever. And you have to rebuild it. So it's basically a theme.
lot to do, and it's not that the rules are really hard or anything. It's pretty straightforward.
But it's a fantastic game. Still one of my favorite games of all time. Do
Yeah.
you like it?
Yes, I
Yes.
really like it, and it has kept its number 2 position in many other lists as well.
So it's one that's gonna be there for a long time, probably forever. One that I really, really love.
Yes,
So number 1, your number 1 was my number 1. Do you know what it is?
I have written Gloomhaven.
Yes, it is Gloomhaven.
Yay!
That is number 1. So basically it would have been there again, I guess.
Yes.
You'd not be like, no, because we finished playing it, we don't need to own it anymore. So this is gonna win the award for big, heavy, big, awesome campaign game of the year.
Yeah.
Also gonna win the award for biggest box of the year.
Yeah.
Also gonna win the award
Heaviest,
for
maybe?
heaviest game of the year. It's also gonna win the legacy game with the most missions of the year. Also gonna win best designer of the year, Isaac Childress. Also, of course, number 1 game of 2017 is Gloomhaven! Do you want to say anything?
Yeah, I want to say a lot about this
Do
game.
it!
Because this is, I have really missed a good dungeon crawler in my life. It's so fun that I actually, when we got to Essen and came back, I was like, oh, but we have all these games, but I want to play this.
But we didn't. We haven't
No.
had the time to play it yet. We haven't played it since April. We played it 43 times in 1 month.
And 0 now, so...
Yeah, but so we really need to get back to it. Hopefully, sometimes in 2025, we're gonna have time to go back and play Gloomhaven.
I look forward to it already.
When we get old, we're gonna sit them down and play the rest of the Gloomhaven campaign. This is a great game. It is my number 1 of the year. It's gonna win the award for most fun, innovative Isaac Childress game. It's gonna win the award for most Gloomhaven game. It's gonna win the award for best game for age 14 plus that takes 30 minutes per player and it plays 1 to 4 players. It's called Gloomhaven. It's gonna win the award for best Cephalofair game. It's gonna win the award for coolest artwork on the front, which has different races that do not exist anywhere else. And it's also gonna win the award for Board Gaming Ramblings Best Award. So that's it.
But top 2 would be exactly the same for me, without a doubt. I think Riverboat would be higher.
Yeah.
I think Heaven and Ale and Altiplano would be lower. And probably maybe there's other games in 2017 that we haven't played at the moment.
Yeah.
At that time, or that we played and I didn't like as much because we maybe only played it once or whatever.
Like Pulsar 2849.
For example, and the list would look a little differently. If I remember, I can go into the comments after we film this and make like a tentative if I would make it again list, for example.
Yeah, but basically, I think this video might. I don't think we're gonna do like another video, which is like the top 10 games again. This is gonna be it basically. Just speaking about the other list. I think this was fun, and I hope you enjoyed it. And if you did, we will probably do it for 2018, 2019, 2020, 2021, 2022. 2023, 2024, 2025, 2026.
Yes, I look forward to revisiting 2027.
Yeah, that's gonna be like looking forward, like the top 10 games we hope to play. We hope we did to play in 27.
Yes.
That's going to be the end of this video. If you enjoyed this video and what we do here on the channel and you haven't done so yet, then you can help us out in a big way by giving us a victory point. It's free, it's fun, and it makes us happy. Like this.
And we get victory points when you click that subscribe button. You can also click the bell to get notifications every time we post a new video.
And this is going to be the end of this one. Thank you so much for watching. I'm Johannes.
I'm Cinema.
And you've been watching Board Gaming Ramblings, and bye-bye. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.